Hello, everyone. Bonjour. Nice to see you, Dimblin Man. So I think I'm going to be joined by Chris today. I hope you're all doing well. Let's see what we have at the agenda today. So here, so yes, here. Okay. So we already have some question. Oh, all right.
Sorry, I was in the back room. I was watching Ella's beautiful introduction, and I wanted to put him on the spot.
Welcome to Scoot Friday, Chris.
Thank you, thank you. It's been a while. It's been like a month nearly, no?
A month, I think so. Yeah.
Crazy. How are you doing, Mr. Ella? How is everything going since the
Good,
last
good,
month?
good. Busy. It's cold in the office, as people can see. It's not just for the style. This nice jacket in Corde du Roi. I love that. And
Nice.
doing well. What about you?
All's good. Very busy. As most people can see, there's just a lot going on. And yeah, I mean everything when summer happens at Apollo, like everyone can imagine, winter months it's all about preparing and getting all the strategy ready, and then once April, May hits, it's like execution and sales and customer service. So a lot of just running like crazy, but things are good. I guess it's tariffs are down in the US, which helps a little bit. Sales are doing okay. There's still a very competitive market with pricing, and I just think there's probably so much that we haven't told inside our YouTube channel in a long time. So it's going to be a good episode. So I'm excited. I guess Elwad, first feedback in terms of I know people are asking about the Phantom Stella, but just a Phantom 2.0 in general. What's any feedback? What are we hearing? What are we seeing? How's it going so far with all our riders who are on that beautiful scooter right now?
Yeah, so far so good. Honestly, nothing crazy. I don't think I've seen a single like water thing yet, which is good. This one we really went hard on the waterproofing, so that's great. No, we've seen there's a couple improvement that can be made. Light stuff that's going to be like a change for the stellar production, all the other productions. So always
Mhm.
improving for every production. But so far so good. We already have a lot of mileage. I think last time we checked, there was more than 50,000 kilometers already logged on the Phantom 2.0 52-volt, which is a lot.
Crazy.
So it shows that people are riding it a lot, and it's not without problems, which is what we like to see.
hmm Do you want to share? I don't know how many people are watching, but do you want to share what the back end looks like with the cool new features, or like the admin
Uh,
dashboard?
I no, not right now,
Okay, okay,
because there's too many. There's other models in there that I don't want people to see right now.
that's
Yeah,
too many
we are.
secrets.
Yes, but yeah, we are at 52 thousand, 56,000 kilometers logged. Yes.
Yeah, that's great, and that's it. So I know a lot of people in the comments asking about the Phantom Stella, etc. Stella's on the way. I mean, it's in production, so still will most likely be July on ECAs, but it's in the final stages, and it's 100% worth the wait. Like again, we've seen it. We've been testing it. It's an incredible scooter, and like Elwar said, we've added a few fun just improvements over the last few weeks. So thank you guys for your patience. Again, I've seen even the 52 2.0. I've been starting to see it in Toronto and in Vancouver and everything driving around. It's such a beautiful scooter. So I'm really excited. Um, what else was new? So, guys, yeah, we're officially the Phantom V4, and I'm so sorry. I know the naming convention is confusing. The Phantom, we had the Phantom, then it was version one, two, three, and four of the Phantom, which is an old mold. Is finally out of stock and discontinued. So, sold out in the US and Canada. That is an old mold, and we're happy to be done with it because it's just not as sleek and cool as our new designs, which are completely different. And so that's done. And now the new Phantom, which is the Phantom 2.0, is available. So that's done. And then we're also out of the Air in the US. So Polo Air is gone. who knows? There might be a replacement. There might be something new coming soon. Keep your eyes open, which might have the new design identity of a polo. So that's coming soon. So yeah, so that's just a bit of an update on stock levels. As you've already seen, pricing, we're honestly in a great stock position, which helps a lot, which means that we've decreased pricing for summer, which is unheard of, just because we're like, I think we for once just calculated stock well, and we're not affected by tariffs because of it. So you'll see really, really good prices on the go. The goes at $8.99, which is unheard of as well. So if you haven't got a scooter and you're looking at a scooter, now's the time. Honestly, it's crazy pricing wise. So enjoy. And then what else, Elwa? I guess we've talked about the Stella. There's nothing new on the Stella that people don't know about that we want to share with them right now, right?
No, no, nothing new.
Okay. So let's go through some questions and comments here. Why was the episode delayed? Yeah, we're really sorry. Normally it starts at 1 p.m. EST today was 1:30, so we'll switch it back next week. Rick, when is the Apollo Air 2 coming? Don't know what you're talking about. No idea what an Apollo Air 2 is, but maybe Q3, Q4? Maybe. Any strong suggestions for bell or horn for the Stella, Elwa? I know you've experimented and had a lot of fun with this.
Yeah, I think the one we have on the website, like we released a video on that with all the accessories, and yeah, the one we have on the website was pretty much the best one for horn. So yeah, I would recommend this one.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Any updates on GPS tracking for 2024 Pro? Do you know what he's talking about?
No, no, I don't know.
Okay.
We still have a lot of subscribers on this feature, so it's working. But
Yeah. Okay. Ripley, do you know when Apollo Pro Stella is going to be shipped to us? Like we said, it's finishing production as we speak, so probably July. But it's in the final stages, which is really exciting. And again, it's really, really worth the wait, I promise. Roger, amazing price in the city these days. Yeah, it's a great scooter, and we have good amount of stock, so its price is nice and low. Can't wait for my Stella. I underestimated my patience. I'll do a fantastic review. Thank you, Harper. It is funny, seeing like grown ass men just being like, I can't wait anymore. Like even me, like now it's like we're all used to Amazon and everything, which is like a day or 2 days, and when you wait a month for a scooter, people go crazy. Again, it's worth the wait. Hi, Cha again. Nope, not ditching me behind again. I think that's because of the time. Sorry, I don't know what happened with the live timing. And we have a snapper of a 2.0 on our hands. Yeah, Cha, so that's yeah, we saw that on Reddit as well. The person who posted it was also someone who was using the scooter in a bit of an abusive way, and it's getting sent back to us to the full analysis. So you'd be surprised sometimes how people use scooters. So no conclusions yet. We'll look into it, but again, we sold thousands, so not too worried. But we'll look into it. Controller 2.0. I don't know what that is either. Well, maybe you have some internal lingo with Jordan, but we'll just pass on that. DT Voyager, can you use a Pro charger for the Phantom 2.0 since both are 52 volts?
yes, it's the same charger.
Perfect. Why does my Apollo City headlights stay on in eco mode?
This is called walking mode. So the rear brake light should flash as well when you're in eco, and this is a regulation in Europe. So it's by design, it's like that. That's something we remove from our other models because now we're able to control like the country in the app. But yeah, for the the one we produced before, it had that mode built in by default.
I remember I was going crazy when I did that as well. I was like eco, and I was like the lights on. It's like, fuck, how do you take it out? So anyway, it's the safety things, which is good. To do saw Phantom 2.0 in Brooklyn. Oh, you'll see many more soon, hopefully. And then Apollo Pro, that's great. Don't forget to mention that the price, the city has an amazing price. Thank you, Marty, doing the marketing for us. Unfortunately, Apollo 2.0s, I also witnessed having a stem cell. That's one. Yeah, Cha, I mean, I mean, I wouldn't be publicizing everywhere that there's stem snaps. I think it's a bit false news. There's been one case on Reddit, and if you look at the person's Reddits, you'll see that the person is quite special. So I think that's it. Okay, how to activate Ludo mode on the go doesn't work for me even with the kickstart option on.
Yeah, so the kickstart option has nothing to do with the Ludo. We recorded a video yesterday of how to like do the firmware update and what to do to like activate the Ludo mode. So I think it's being edited right now, the video. So by next week it should be posted. But if you do have the right firmware on your Apollo Go, yeah, you're gonna have a toggle in the app that you can activate Ludo mode like not in the mode section, really like in the settings section. Like you can turn on or off Ludo mode, meaning that even when you click 3 times on the power button, if it's off, it's not going to go in Ludo, and if it's on, it's going to go in Ludo. And you need to reset the controller too. So just wait for the video next week. You're going to see it's pretty straightforward.
Cool. I see. Okay, so Jordan also he said GPS was on earlier Pro models. Okay, so you're talking about IoT. Stop that offer for 2024, and was told as an upgrade controller so you can track your scooter. I don't think we said that, would we?
No. Right now, we're really focusing more on like the Apple Find My, those kind of things, rather than dedicated IoT. So I think the question would be, can you fit the top plate with the display of the Phantom 2.0 with Apple Find My on the Pro? It should be compatible, but I never tried. But there's not going to be an updated controller, whatever. The problem was really not the controller. It was just like the feature was, I guess, not popular enough to justify like all the costs that we had on our side to support IoT. Like it was not done by a company IoT. It was done by us, which there's a lot of maintenance for this, as you can imagine. So again, this is the main reason why we stopped doing it.
And Jordan, honestly, like it's just we did have IoT on our earlier Pro models. On new ones, if you do want tracking, like just put T-Mobile has like an IoT device. Like it's like a forever tracking thing, a bit like an AirTag, but that works 24/7. You just put it in the deck of your scooter. Like I do that every day when I park it at the transit station. And I just put my scooter in park and with the lock, right? Like I think that's the only solution outside of upgrading a controller. But anyway. The Blind Man, why was there not an episode 2 weeks ago? Because there's a lot going on with summer. So apologies for that. But we should be back on a bi-weekly cadence now. Mama, after an error 4 on my Phantom 2.0, the rear motor was stuck on brake. I pushed it home for 10 minutes. Could this have damaged a regen brake, even if the controller is replaced?
No, the regen brake is it's like a feature, I guess, of the controller, right? There's not really anything that wears down or whatever. It's a brushless motor, so no, nothing was damaged.
Okay.
I'm sorry about it.
Yeah. Roger, try 7 months waiting for my production, Stella. Roger, thank you. There's like 1 more month. You're nearly there. And again, it's worth it. Cha, why are you selling the city at a really cheap 1099 USD now? As we mentioned, again, with economies of scale, we're able to produce more. We had much more in stock, which means the pricing goes down, which is great. So we bought in all our stock in March, which is before the tariffs. And the city is amazing at that value. So yeah, we have a good stock position and just capitalizing on summer. DT Voyager, are you sure? I don't want to mess up my battery. Yes, we're sure. 52 volts. Charger works on both. Don't worry. Will the Pro charger charge a 52? Sorry, the Phantom 2.0 faster? No, it's exactly the same.
Yes, it's a higher output on the Pro. The charger it was 4.5 amp, I think. So yes, it's going to charge fast.
Oh, nice. Okay. But keep in mind, the faster you charge a battery, the worse it is for the battery. But anyway. Chair, why the wide handlebars on the city? I don't think it needs to be that wide to be stable. 23, 24-inch are perfect geography. Yes, Chair, but it's different. It depends on we make our scooters based on different target demographics. If you want shorter handlebars, the Go is for you. The city is made for a comfortable commuter scooter, and we've done enormous amounts of testing and feedback sessions and focus groups. And a wide handlebars on the city is exactly what was decided by the customers, and it's honestly one of the most loved features by the riders of the city today. So I get your point. In the future, if there is a switch, people can switch. But for the time being, short handlebar for commuting is a Go. Wider is city. Okay, lucky boy. Lucky boy. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Are you guys looking to release any scooter for the kids 6 to 12 years old? A very saturated market. I think it would be amazing, but it's just like I'm just thinking liability and all this stuff. It gets a bit more tough. But Alwa, what are your thoughts? Is that something you would want to do?
Yeah, yeah. We had a scooter here for a while at the warehouse. That was, I guess, the scooter that we had that was the most for kid. There was like a button on the deck that you press with your feet and
Mhm.
you kick, and it's keeping that speed. It was like a 24-volt system, low age battery. But so yeah, I think this one would be nice. It was affordable too. But I would do something more like this than like a real scooter with throttles like we have. Just for, like you said, for liability, it's not. It's scary. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, then again, that scooter Alwa described was being used every day by our warehouse manager, Justin, who weighs 400 pounds. And it was like, it lasted 2, 3 years
It
easy.
was
So
it was like
it was
that.
bent. Anyway, it lasted much longer than I would have expected. Um, okay, Harper, do you feel that the Stella with the Mach 3 and large battery will be more efficient and have more range than the Phantom 2.0? Also, with firmware software updates, is it possible for range improvements?
So do you feel the Micro larger battery would be more efficient? I don't know if it's more efficient. Very similar efficiency. And you do have more range on the Stellar. Like you feel the difference between the 1400 watt hour versus the 1800 watt hour on the 60-volt system, but it's also able to discharge itself quicker, to have the crazy acceleration, right? Like we use like different battery types between the 52 and the 60-volt to be able to like spit all that power quickly. So that's why you're able to have like 6,000 watt versus, I think, 3,000, something like that. So is it more efficient? I don't think so. Does it have more range if you go to the same speed? Absolutely. But I think it can probably discharge itself quicker if you really push it in Ludo, just because of that crazy battery that's able to output so much power. But
Mhm.
yeah, the longest ride we had on the Stellar was something like 100 kilometer. So well, it's pretty good. It was like on cruise control, but nonstop recorded 100 kilometers.
It's crazy. But yeah, no, great question. Um, okay, what else? The blind man, I like the wide handlebars in my city. Thank you again. It's personal preference. Some people like it, some people don't. It's expensive and compromises quality when trying a competitive kid scooter. Imagine making like a high quality, like Ludo kid scooter, like $1,000. But anyway, liability. Harper, last question. Will the Stella have the same tires as the Phantom 2.0, or so will it come with the fast charger?
Uh, so the charger, I think, is around the same thing, but on 60 volts. So you have higher wattage. The tire are street tires on the Stellar, so smooth. Versus the 2.0, it's like semi off road. And there's like a bigger, like deeper thread in it, and they feel completely different. The 60 volt, I find it more stable because of those tires, and they're wider too. So you really feel like you're stuck on the ground. And the 52 volt, they are a bit more comfortable, just because they have a rounder profile. So it really depends what you want. But yeah, I'm always riding the sleek tire because I'm just riding in the streets with it. But I did take the
Yeah.
Stellar off road. Like I posted a couple of things in the Facebook group, and it was still great. So yeah, comfort wise though, 52. But if you want like comfort on the road, and sticking to the road, the tire of the 60.
And what can you switch those tires? Like there's
Yeah.
a off-road test fit. Yeah, amazing. Okay.
You can switch the tires, you
Um,
can switch the suspension, hydraulic, not hydraulic. You can switch the brake, and you can install a steering dampener on both.
so you can actually put hydraulic brakes on the 52 volts, and it's okay. Amazing. Cool. And sorry, Harper's question was also, will it come with the fast charger? So no, it doesn't come with the fast charger. It comes with the regular charger, I believe.
Whatever you go.
Yeah. Chat, I prefer dual motor front suspension with narrow handlebars for new market. Yeah. Again, everyone has a different use. Seeing as you're using it for a subway, you want a lighter, cheaper scooter, or a lighter, more portable scooter. Sorry. Marty, Stella goes further with the same riding style. I've tested it. So yeah, Marty is one of our beta testers of the Stella. So he's tested both, which is great. So further distance Jorge, hi, I love you guys. Love you too. Thank you for tuning in. It means a lot. If I had one scooter, I'd integrate Segway's geometry and tech with Apollo's regen and lighting and VMAX's battery. Yeah, it's always a fun compromise. DT Voyager, does the Pro or Phantom have a protective coating on the paint, like a clear or ceramic coating?
No.
Yeah. I wonder if you could do that. You know when cars do like, what is it, PPF or PPM or something? Can you do
It's
it with
plastic
scooter?
that you install after, but
Yeah.
our paint is very different. Like if we take Segway for example, they have a black paint that is very like grainy. It almost feel like how do you call
It's like
that? Like a
sandpaper.
chalkboard,
I don't know.
yeah,
It's like,
sandpaper.
yeah.
So it's I think it's good. I don't know if it's good resistant, but like if you put your nail like this on it, you're gonna see a white mark that you can wash away. But ours is like a lot smoother. And that's why they call it like in China they call it oil painting versus like powder coating. The oil painting is the one with the extra finish at the end, but no, there's no like dedicated like clear coat applied on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Okay, Moma. I would like to upgrade my Phantom 2 to the Stella. Where can I buy the components on your website?
We
Um,
didn't put it because it would be too expensive, to be honest. Like, because the Stellar, you have special motors, you have the hydraulic brakes, you have the battery, the controller. Um, so you're looking at, I don't know, you're looking at 1,500 minimum, I think, of difference. On top of like the component that you're not going to use, so that's why we didn't put it. But in theory it could fit if you have all the right component, like everything is like plug and play, like they all use the same connectors. So it's possible, but just because of the cost, I think if you want to do this you would need to buy it as separate spare part, which will be available when we launch the Stellar. But we didn't make like a kit per se to upgrade it.
okay. Yeah, that's cool. But you won't be, the motors are different as well, no?
Yeah, motor, controller, battery, that's about all the most expensive parts on the
Yeah.
scooter. I think if you want to do this, something that could work, if you want to go to the DIY route, is to use like a VSC controller, a vest, like we were using on the original Ludo, and this will that's going to give you a special machine, and it's going to be less expensive as well, a bit more like a hands-on to build it, but after that, it's really nice.
Mhm. Cool. Harper, 100 kilometers on cruise is incredible. It's ridiculous. Like, how do you not even cramp up? Like I would be just, you'd be bored. 5 hours on a scooter. I love the paint, Marty. It's nicely durable. Yeah, agreed. Chat, would you review a shoulder strap accessory, two buckles at the end for carrying a Polo City or heavier up and down stairs? Yes, for sure. If you have a recommendation, down to try it. I don't think I've seen any like strong, shoulder strap that actually works. Hans, thanks guys for the information. I'm looking forward to my order, my Stella, after my vacation in July. So I'm not sure it's standing uncontrolled. So I'm not sure it's not standing uncontrolled at the front door. I'm excited to ride it this summer. Thank you, Hans. We're excited too. Um, Harper, okay, really last question. Again, ask as many questions as you want. That's what we're here for. Thinking long term. If I need to do a battery swap, how difficult would it be to do on a Stella? Super easy.
It's easy. There's a video
Yeah.
on YouTube of how to do it on the 52. But yeah, you open the deck, you can turn the battery up. There's a switch, and you disconnect charging port, the plus and minus, the red and the black cable, and you pull it out, and that's it.
If I can do it, anyone can do it. So you'll be fine. It's very clean and it's a beautiful designed inside thanks to Alwana team. So you should have seen the scooters we started with. There was like 100 wires and it's like if you pull the wrong one, your whole house. Anyway. Um, Ripley, do you have a specific date in June when the Polo Phantom Stella is going to be shipped to us? Ripley, we don't. It most likely won't ship in June. I think it will most likely be in July. And our team always will send production updates. So we should send you a message in the next few weeks with shipping updates. But it's finishing production as we speak. The blind man, I've just got my helmet radio and it's awesome to use on my scooter. A helmet radio. What is that, like an integrated speaker, I guess?
I don't know.
Not sure.
I
Okay,
guess a helmet
cool.
with the radio inside. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's pretty cool. That's great to hear. Roger, I've easily completed 70 kilometers on my Stella without concerning myself with battery conversation. often going above 50 kilometers an hour, ended up at 16% battery left. Wow. What was your average speed, Roger? 70 kilometers is crazy. But that's really because what the so the Pro is 30 amp hour, right?
Yes, in 52 volts. So this is 60 volts. So it's 1500 watt hour versus 1800.
Okay, so you have 20%. Yeah, makes much more sense. DT, this idea should increase your margin. Sell touch-up and paints for the Polo lineup. It'll help people who want to keep their Polo in pristine shape. I agree. I don't know if we've tried this, although I think we have. No, it's like we just can't get the paints.
We have the code. We could do it. The issue is always to ship something like liquid like this. For some reason, we wanted to put grease or Loctite too in our kits before, and customs they just hate it. Like meaning they just block it, right? You can't even like bring it. So I'm sure you can, but it needs special, I would imagine, certification or something. But yeah, I agree. It would be nice, and I know for a fact, like you go to a car paint shop and they do the mix for you. Like a lot of people do this, and they have it at Canadian Tire or Home Depot. But it would be nice, yeah, to have our own. I agree.
It's like Tesla. Tesla sells little paint cover-up kits, completely for the thing. It could be cool. Thanks for the idea. Chat, any news on the Piccolo or A8s? No news. It's an insider program, so it's going to be more for early adopters who sign up to this. For anybody who's on this chat who wants to try and sign up to be a beta tester and try on new scooters before they even come out, please let us know. Cardo Pro, I don't know what that means. And Roger was 35 to 40 kilometers an hour average. That's crazy for 70 kilometer range. That's really good news to hear. But great. Okay, I think that's pretty much all the questions. Our last question before we go. What are you most excited about this summer?
Well, I have a special edition of Stellar coming my way, so I'm excited about that. Special color.
Even I don't know about this. But you're doing chrome or gold or something, aren't you?
No. I went for a more original color that people
Pink?
will see in the video. So I'm excited to get mine. Except that I'm excited. I'm really excited for what people are calling the PC10 here. Again, it's still a long way ahead before it hits the market, but I'm just excited to see it. That's going to be really exciting, and I am going to China in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So I'm excited to go there to see the Stellars, to see the whole team, the PC10, everything. So a lot of exciting thing ahead, and to ride my scooters, right? Like I have in the leaderboard, I need to maintain my position. So
what are you in the leaderboard right now?
I'm low. I did ride a lot, but I was in the middle of the forest, and it didn't work super well, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. What about you? What are you the most excited about?
This summer, we have a lot of launches with new partners that I won't mention yet. But I think going to Belgium for launch and then Australia is going to be really cool. Hopefully Dubai, because we launched with Virgin Megastores, which is really good, and China as well, just to come and see the factories. I can't wait. There's a lot going on this summer, but like you said, I think for me the biggest one is having access to the P10, which is a slightly cheaper scooter that allows us to go into more markets. But also just I don't know, the smaller thing on the summer side is just seeing more scooters on the road, and Toronto is bumping every day. I see Annapurna, and it's just so nice to see it everywhere. It's just that just gets just gets me pumping. So really excited for that. But otherwise, no, that's pretty much it. Guys, thank you very much for coming. We'll do a last question. Will Apollo sell the interchangeable suspension hydraulic brakes for the 52 volts owners if they want to change rather than outsourcing them?
Yes, it's absolutely. It should be in stock, but it's coming. We have containers dedicated to spare parts because it's hard to mix spare parts in scooter when you import them. Customs are extremely picky, and the people putting everything in the containers in China are not the most reliable with their counts, to be honest. So we don't even take the chance. But yeah, the plan is to have hydraulic brakes that you're going to be able to upgrade, and there's kits made for that, and we already ordered those parts. It's not something maybe in the future. And same thing for the regular suspension, hydraulic suspension. we o- we forecasted over just the amount of spare parts to be as upgrades for all of you. So yes, it's going to be on the website, and those are standard dimension, right? So if you want to even find your own on Amazon and try air suspension or whatever, you can. It's going to fit 125 millimeter, I believe, and yeah, so that's coming. And yes, Martin, the P10 is P10 the Piccolo. It's the Piccolo. It's the Cruisers. It's the. We're still looking for a name. So if everybody has a good idea, please let us know. And Karim W10. What's the next scooter to get a complete revamp like the Phantom 2.0?
City?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess something like the City. Yeah, yeah, probably the City, but
that won't be.
don't hold your breath. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah. That's a while. That's a while.
It's
Cool.
gonna be more
Anyway,
new introduction to the lineup
yeah.
rather than replacing what we currently have in the
Well, the
lower
air
model.
actually, the air
Yeah,
is
the
probably
Air.
not going to be one.
Hopefully.
Anyway, guys, thank you very much, and girls, for tuning in this Friday. Any comments, questions, feedback, whatever you want to hear, please let us know. And yeah, well, have a lovely weekend. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everyone. And shout out to DT Voyager. Go check his YouTube channel. A lot of funny videos, and I love them. So, yeah, thank you, Chris. And I'll see you all in 2 weeks.
Cool. Bye, guys.